Hello everyone, this is group number 2. Its members consist of LeiHina, Phan, and Marisol. Our restaurant name is called Parfum De Au Jus. We are featuring a French cuisine. Our logo is a minimalistic gold fork and knife. And we're going to feature an 8-course dinner and wine pairing menu. So for our amuse-bouche, we're doing a crab bisque shot. It's sweet crab with a rich creamy broth. The wine that we decided to pair it with is Cupcake Vineyards Pinot Grigio. The wine itself is a crisp, refreshing white wine with notes of pear, apple, lemon. It's often described as light-bodied and dry, making it really versatile for pairing it with salads, seafoods, and light meals. The sources that the wine is based off of is called totalbeverage.com. The description of the wine says, Cupcake Vineyards Pinot Grigio is crafted from grapes sourced from the foothills of the Italian Alps, making for a unique, flavorful wine. The grapes are grown in the cool climate of the Veneto region in the northeast Italy, where the Alps help protect the region from the cold winds that come from the north, while the Mediterranean heat provides the perfect climate for ripening. After harvesting, the grapes are quickly transported and softly pressed to ensure maximum freshness. This refreshing Pinot Grigio showcases delectable flavors of the fresh pear, cantaloupe, apple, and pineapple that lead to a crisp finish with subtle notes of honey and lemon zest. The reason why I picked this website, because it talks about product details. It'll tell you what color wine it is, where it comes from, the kind of grape. It's pretty neat. Then my other source is called ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. It mostly covers what I had previously talked about, the kind of the product description, and if it's like a drier or a sweeter wine, which this one is a drier wine. For our first appetizer, we'd like to showcase our ahi crudo. It's going to be a locally caught bluefin tuna with truffle ponzu, drizzled with house-made shiso oil, a dollop of garlic aioli, and topped with a pickled Fresno chili. For this appetizer, we chose the Tangent Albarino from Edna Valley, California, with a vintage of 2016, with grapes that are grown and cultivated near the Pacific Ocean in the chili vineyards of Edna Valley. This white wine initially demonstrates enlivening notes of orange citrus and stone fruits. Its acidity cuts straight through the well-known flavor of fresh, raw fish and caresses the taste buds into a melodic symphony of land and ocean. Its medium body offers a bright, lingering finish, cleanses the palate between bites of ahi crudo, and illustrates a pair made in heaven. The first source that we chose talks about the well-known pairing of tuna crudo and Albarino wine. The second source goes over the color, notes to the nose, tasting notes, the finish, and the well-known pairing of Albarino with fish. For our second appetizer, we are thrilled to offer our Wagyu tartare with raw A5 Wagyu beef from Miyazaki, Japan, with capers, shallots, Worcestershire sauce, a raw quail egg, all topped off with caviar, gold flakes, and accompanied by a Parmesan-dusted sourdough crostini. For our Wagyu tartare, we have a pairing of Bolegi Vivigne Française. It's a 2008 Champagne Blanc de Noir from France. This is a rare vintage of Blanc de Noir champagne. Blanc de Noir translates to whites from blacks, and it contains purely Grand Cru Pinot Noir grapes that are grown on 2 single plots adjacent to the Bolegi house in the Aie region of France. To the eye, this wine offers a beautiful golden color. To the nose, it introduces notes of roasted coffee bean, hazelnut, and red stone fruit. To the palate, it offers a warm greeting of vanilla bean and cardamom, And finally, it finishes off with a subtle lemon. This toasty champagne accompanies the rare Wagyu beef and cuts straight through the high fat content while bringing the caviar into the spotlight. Our first source mentions the beautiful pairing of Blanc de Noir champagne and Wagyu tartare. Our second source goes over the cultivation of the Pinot Noir grapes and the forgotten history behind the process. Finally, it goes over what it looks like to the eye, the notes to the nose, and the notes offered to the palate.
And for our soup, we're featuring a French onion soup. It has a savory broth with sweet caramelized onions. The wine that we decided to pair it with is called Cono Sur Single Vineyard Sauvignon Blanc. The wine typically is a dry white wine with bright acidity. It showcases herbaceous and citrusy flavors and has hints of tropical fruit and a refreshing clean finish. The flavor profile is the aromas that you would expect a Sauvignon Blanc to would be grapefruit, lime, lemon, and other citrus fruits, along with hints of passion fruit, guava, or pineapple. So the reason why we paired it with the soup, it pairs really well with like light appetizers and food before the main entree. The sources that we decided to pick is called melaniemay.com. She is like a food blogger, and we thought this kind of website would be relatable because it's somebody that has tried the wine and she's tried it with food and she's giving her honest opinion versus like a company's website that's just trying to sell you their wine. So she talks about that how the wine balances its richness, it complements flavors, and it has a refreshing contrast with the French onion soup. And the other source that we have is called vivino.com. And the website's pretty neat because it talks to you about facts about the wine. It has the winery where it comes from, the kinds of grapes, the region, which is from Chile. Talks about the alcohol content, the allergens, and it has a wine description, it is one of the coldest regions in Chilean viticulture, where morning fog covers the vines each day and slows down the ripening process so that each grape reaches its full potential. The website also features like a compare vintages part where you can see older wines from Sauvignon Blanc and you can see people's ratings, as well as what the wine tastes like, if it's like a light or a bold, a dry or a sweet, or a soft and acidic kind of wine, and like a summary of the taste. So that's pretty good to know. As far as the food that goes well with the wine, it also talks about that. It goes well with shellfish and vegetarian dishes. So it's perfect for the French onion soup. And that's it. And for our salad, we're featuring a Nicoise salad, which has fresh crab with a vegetable medley and a zesty vinaigrette. The wine that we decided to pair it with is called Le Provençal Côtes de Provence Rosé. The rosé is a dry, pale pink wine with a delicate, refreshing style. It often features notes of red fruits, citrus, and a hint of minerality. It's the perfect for warm weather light meals, which is our salad. And in its appearance, the color is typically a pale pink, and it's really clear and bright. The aroma and flavor of the rosé is kind of like strawberries and melon. And it's delicate with a refreshing finish. The flavors from the wine are like red fruits, citrus, and like hints of peach and melon. The texture of the wine is really crisp, bright, and like mouth-watering acidity. The food pairings for this wine, it goes really well with like light salads or light pastas, and white meat like chicken and fish. The sources that the wine is based from, one of them is called the winesociety.com. This one's pretty neat because it talks about specific dishes. So for the salad Nicoise, it says, the traditional Nicoise salad can pose a problem when choosing a wine to match. It is varied and contains some quite strong flavors and can follow a variant of themes. Unsurprisingly, though, given the province of the dish, a young, dry, and crisp Provençal rosé is the perfect match with its delicate, sweet, red fruit flavors. Maybe a touch of herbs with a good acidity to balance the dressing and any oily fish that might be in attendance. So it's pretty neat to know that it talks about the food that it would go really well with. It gives you a long description. And the other source that the wine is based off from is vivino.com. As I mentioned before, it's a really resourceful website. It gives you a lot of information. So again, it talks about the facts of the wine, like the allergens, which in this case it contains sulfites, the alcohol content, the region where it comes from France, the kind of grapes, which is Grenache Blanc, and the winery that it comes from. Talks about the vintages, the different kinds, and people's ratings. What it tastes like, if it's light and bold, dry and sweet, soft and acidic. In this case, it's more on the lighter side, it's very dry, and it's really acidic. And the food that goes well with the wine would be pork, shellfish, vegetarian, and poultry. And that's it.
For the non-vegetarian entree, we have steak frites. It is 10-ounce grass-fed New York strip steak with herb butter and pomfret on the side. The wine that we decided to pair with is called Saint-Emilion. It is located on Bordeaux Distinguished right bank, primarily made from Merlot, often blended with Cabernet Franc and sometimes Cabernet Sauvignon, which are the three important grapes play a significant role in producing Saint-Emilion. The body of Saint-Emilion is medium to full body, offering a rich and velvety texture. This wine is considered dry with little to no residual sugar. The flavor profile of Saint-Emilion includes dark fruit such as blackberry, plum, black cherry, hints of cocoa, tobacco, cedar, and sometimes earthy or truffle-like notes at their age. Acidity is moderate to high, providing freshness and structure, and the bitterness is mild. The reason why we choose Saint-Emilion pair with steak frites is because the wine acidity cuts through the richness of the steak fat, cleansing the palate between bites. Also, the tannins in Saint-Emilion wines interact with the fat in the steak, softening the wine urgency and making the texture smoother. The two references that I have for my research is V website and Into Wine website. V website is explain about the history and describe about the characteristic of Saint-Emilion. And the Into Wine website is explain how the wine pair with the steak, which is very helpful for my research. For the vegetarian entree, we have vegetable ragu. This entree is a combination of zucchini, eggplant, green and red pepper, also tomato, onion, garlic, and parsley. So it is a very healthy dish and perfect choice for vegan. The wine that we decided to pair with is called Willamette Valley Chardonnay. Chardonnay from origin Willamette Valley is known for its elegance. The body of this wine is medium body, sometimes full body, depending on oak aging. Similar to Saint Emilion paired with steak frites, Willamette Valley Chardonnay is dry with little to no residual sugar. But the flavor profile is totally different when comparing with Saint Emilion wine because the Willamette Valley Chardonnay includes crisp green apple, pear, citrus, lemon, lime, also with white peach and mineral notes and occasional hints of hazelnut, vanilla, and light oak. The acidity is considered high, offering freshness and vibrancy. Minimal bitterness. Thought oak-aged version may have slight toasty and almond-like bitterness. The reason why Willamette Valley Chardonnay pair well with vegetable ragu is because the bright acidity in Willamette Valley Chardonnay cuts through the richness of slow-cooked vegetable, balancing the dish's natural sweetness, and also the smooth yet crisp structure provides a refreshing contrast to the soft, slow-cooked texture of the ragu. There are two references that I have for this wine. The first one is the website to learn about the wine profile, and the second one is WillametteWine.com website to understand and get some suggestions about food pairing.
Finally, I'd like to talk about our dessert. It's a lilikoi cheesecake with ricotta cheese, a macadamia nut cannoli crust, a lilikoi compote, and a drizzle of local lemon honey butter topped with a white chocolate leaf. We've paired this dessert with our risotto moscato. It is imported from the cold region of Asti in Italy with a grape varietal of 100% Moscato Bianco dei Canelli. These grapes are smashed, then brought to an almost freezing temperature in stainless steel vats. The fermentation process then starts, and the wine is bottled to capture the carbon dioxide. Vino frizzante means semi-sparkling or sweet wine. It has clean and light aromatics with tasting notes of orange citrus, ripe stone fruit, and honey. This light-bodied wine pairs perfectly with our tart lilikoi and lemon honey butter with bubbles that complement the rich ricotta cheese between bites. This wine also offers a sweet addition to our dessert without overpowering its integrity. Our first source goes over the pairing of tart ricotta cheesecakes with Moscato di Asti wines. Our second source dives deeper into the Moscato itself. It goes over notes to the nose, notes to the palate, as well as its finish and awards that have been won.